What's going on, YouTube family? And welcome back to the channel. We have a sad story today, and these are the type of stories that I hate reporting, but I kind of feel obliged to actually report these because, as you can tell by the title, it's pretty tragic. But I feel like through all tragedy, there's a greater lesson to be had, and that's not to take away anything from what happened. Rest in peace to this woman, this mother, this wife. This is a tragic event. Well, let me get right into it so you understand kind of where I'm going with this. Apparently, a 38-year-old woman by the name of Rosie Lumba fell to her death Saturday, December 12th. Basically trying to get a selfie at the Barocca Lookout in Grampian National Park in Victoria, Australia. This particular lookout is very popular because the overhang near the side of the cliff has a panoramic view of the mountains. So a lot of people like to go here and basically take great pictures. You know, it's a great scenery. But apparently the Victorian woman tripped over the edge of the Barocca Lookout and fell nearly 263 feet to her death. Police report that the mother climbed past the safety barriers to pose for a photo before falling off the cliff. It's reported that the tour guide by the name of Graham Wood reportedly warned visitors about the dangers of the cliffs only 30 minutes prior to her death. And I quote, he said he made a comment to all the customers, because you actually pay for this trip to actually see this. So he said he made a comment to all the customers that people climb past the barriers all the time. Why they're allowed to do this, I'm not exactly sure, but I'm going to carry on. And he carried on to mention that one of these days he felt like somebody was going to fall, and he was sad that it actually happened, but he pretty much called it. I mean, and anybody could have seen that. But to make things worse, Lumba's death was actually witnessed by her husband and child, who were obviously unable to save her from the fall. But and that goes into something else. As a husband, who you have a child with, do you really let her do this? So that kind of goes into his decision making as well. But let's just really unpack this, because like I said at the beginning of the video, there's always a greater lesson. And I don't want to bash her. I don't want to that's not why I do this. Like, I don't want to go in on her and call her stupid and call her all kinds of names, because we all make bad decisions. I make this video, I might give some good advice, but I'll probably make a bad decision later on today. I mean, that's just being real. In life, we make bad decisions. But in this situation, in situations similar to these, it comes down to risk management and being able to assess risk, and is it worth it or is it not worth it? So basically, she felt that this photo and risking her life to get this photo was worth her life, was worth her husband losing a wife, and was worth her not watching her children grow up, and her children not growing up with a mother. And I know all these things weren't running through her head, but in the bigger scheme of things, they should have been. When people make decisions like this, that's what it should come down to. Is it worth it? Is the reward worth the risk? And in situations like this, I don't think they are. And to put it into more perspective, it's whatever purpose she had in life, or whatever she was supposed to do in this world, all got ended by one bad decision. I once read a quote that said, "Life is a series of moments," and that kind of stuck with me because it rings true in my mind. It's actually true. Life is moments, and in one moment, one instant, one bad decision can shape the rest of your life. The graveyard and jail I use these two examples, are filled with people who made bad decisions in moments of their life. Life is a series of moments. One moment can totally change the outlook of the rest of your life. And in this situation, it was true. She made a decision in a moment of her life that cost her the rest of her life, essentially. And rest in peace to this woman. Like I said, I don't want to bash her or anything, but condolences to her family and friends and people who loved ones who loved her. But like I said, this is tragic, but in all tragedy, there is a greater lesson. Although she paid the ultimate sacrifice, it's been reported that people are still jumping this barrier and taking this selfie. But what I like to think in my head is that this tragedy will deter some people from doing it. Or maybe this video will get to the right people, and maybe my voice will deter some people from doing it. But out of that tragedy, you see that some good can come out of it. You learn that some people are going to take this situation and read this story, and it's going to change them. It's going to change the way they assess risks and make decisions, because this is ultimately what it can come down to. When we don't think things through, when we act off impulse, not to say that she did this, but getting that perfect selfie for Facebook or Instagram, and I don't know it was for social media. I don't know if social media spurred her decision making, but in this time, there is a heightened desire for people to do things like this because social media is so prevalent in our world. But I'm not just going to say she was trying to get this shot for social media, because had she successfully got the shot, it would have actually been a picture she could have looked back 20 or 30 years and said, I did this. I took this picture. I took this risk. I was brave. Great story to tell your kids. Even with that being said, still not worth it. It's still not worth it, because now she has no story to tell her kids. She'll never tell a story again. And I'm not saying that to be smart, condescending, or funny, but that shows you it's not worth it. It would have been a great photo, maybe. Beautiful scenery, a lot of likes on Instagram, a lot of likes on Facebook, but it's just not worth it. And anybody hearing my voice and listening to this video, understand that sometimes the risk is not worth the reward. It's just not worth it. Imagine all the people who are hurting right now because her presence isn't here anymore, because she made a bad decision in a moment of her life, which could have easily been avoided. Maybe somebody could have said something to her before she did it. Maybe her husband should have been a little more aggressive in his approach. I'm not sure. The reports aren't saying whether he agreed with the photo or not, but I would imagine it was him taking the photo. But that could be a whole nother video. I don't want to go in on him. I don't want to question his decision making, but at the end of the day, this lady, this 38-year-old wife, mother, child, she's somebody's child. She's not here anymore because at a moment of her life, she decided to take a risk and it didn't work. And we do it all the time. We take risks. We think the worst won't happen to us until it happens. In this situation, there's no coming back from it. I've made bad decisions, that maybe could have cost me my life. And I look back on them and I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I thank God that I didn't die in those situations. But sometimes it ends up like this and it's never happened. Situations like this should never happen. So we have to get better at assessing risk versus reward, especially now with the presence of social media, because there's a different type of urge. Everybody loves attention. Everybody loves some sort of clout. Everybody loves being respect. But where's the line? Where's the line where you say, my life is worth more. My well-being is worth more than this photo or than this popularity that I might get. And people are going to still do it. Right now, as I'm making this video, there's somebody still doing it. But we have to get better at making these tough decisions. and managing our impulses and saying this can't happen anymore. I don't want to make any more reports on stories like this. It hurts to even make this video, and my heart goes out to her family, like I said, her loved ones. But this type of stuff happens. It does happen, and it could be any one of us. But we just have to not put ourselves in questionable situations like this. But so I want to thank you for tuning into this video. If you have any comments you'd like to make, please make them. I love interacting with y'all. Please like and subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, if you already subscribe, I want to thank you. You know, I appreciate you for being part of the family. And once again, thanks for tuning in. And until next time.